Hi there, there's a famous Rumi quote that says, "Lovers don't finally meet, they're in each other all along." And I wanted to do a video about this, and that people are so hung up on trying to connect with their twin as this physical body, like over there. And whilst you can be with a physical body, like that's kind of that's not the goal, but it's like the kind of the end point of this process. I want you to stop thinking of your twin so much as a physical body and start to think of them more as an energy that you're trying to connect with, or that you're trying to pull towards you. Like, people are trying to connect with the physical first, but it's something, the twin flame union process is something that starts on a spiritual level and descends to a material level. It's like spirit into matter. It's not matter into spirit. So what you're actually trying to do is you're merging back with yourself, back with your divine essence within, and in the process of that energetic connection, that is how you are pulling your twin, or your divine counterpart, your other half, your whatever you want to call them, to you. But we've been taught to attach to people. We've been taught to go over there and try to grasp on this person. Not necessarily in a bad way, but it's like we're not programmed to magnetize a connection. We're programmed more to attach to people. And what this process is trying to do is separate us from that state of codependency and bring us back into interdependency, into being fully whole and complete within ourselves and detached from this other person. And it's in that space that we can actually magnetize them to us, rather than needing them to be any form of completion to us. As I've said before, it's funny because you are attracting that sort of complement to yourself, but it's an energetic connection that you've got to get right. In order to do that, you've got to get the magnetics right, and that is done by merging your essence back into body. So by pulling back your energy into self and merging your upper and lower chakras back together. So essentially getting your spirit grounded in body, rather than being so out of body or being grounded but kind of disconnected on a spiritual level. It's trying to get that unification and purification of your higher self in your body. And yes, it's funny because the more that you do that, the more you will pull them energetically to you, but it's also you will see them moving closer to you geographically as well. And the more you connect to self, the more it's like timelines merge or they fall away. There's some conversations that I had with my twin energetically, shall we say, because it's been with a different body than or apparently a different body than I originally met, that originally triggered my awakening. But over the past 6 weeks or so, the communication and what's apparently happening in his life or has shifted quite dramatically, from what he was saying to me 6 to 8 weeks ago compared to a few weeks ago or a week ago. It's completely different, and that's because I have grounded my essence more, and I've sort of anchored that pillar of self more in body and detached more from that sort of codependent or dependent energy that I had. So So what I believe Rumi is saying, or was saying with that quote, is like lovers are in each other. It's like yourself that you essentially have to fall in love with again. It's yourself that you have to connect with. It's like when you find them within your soul, that's when they will show up physically in front of you. Does that make sense? So it's like when you connect on an internal level, that's and you'll see the merging process. You'll see that energy. The more that you polarize into self, you'll see that coming closer to you, like I said. But the more you get into a state of divine union and back to your original state that you were programmed out of, or the like trauma and energy that you took on and stuff separated you from, the closer you get to that, the closer you'll see them around you. And that's when you can actually have union. That's when you can manifest union. That's when you can have this physical relationship that you think that you've been desiring. But the only time that physical relationship will fulfill you is when you're fulfilling yourself and you've completed that sense of, or feeling of lack, or a sense of missing something within. When you've completed that is actually that state the process of that state is what merges them, what pulls them to you, but it's actually that state that your twin, that's like irresistible to your twin, that they are so magnetically connected to. So I guess, as well as share some information in this video, I just wanted to I guess empower you guys to like use your power when it comes to getting into physical union, because you have all the power to do this. You just have to clear that programming that tells you how to connect with someone, and actually learn how to magnetically connect, or remember, awaken to remember how to connect magnetically with your soul internally, and then with them externally. And that's where the magic happens. Okay, so I'll leave it there just now, and I'll chat to you again soon.